There are two basic types of ammunition. There are shot shells and cartridges. Shot shells are used in shotguns, while cartridges are used in rifles and handguns. A center fire cartridge has 4 component parts: the cartridge case, the primer, the powder, and the projectile, called the bullet. The cartridge case is a metal container which holds the primer, powder, and bullet. The primer provides the spark that ignites the powder. It does this when struck by the firing pin. The powder is the fuel that burns and drives the bullet. Modern rifles, handguns, and shotguns use smokeless powder. Smokeless powder is capable of developing very high pressures. The bullet is the projectile driven down the barrel to strike the target. Caliber is the diameter of the bullet measured in inches or millimeters. The cartridge is inserted into the firearm. The following sequence occurs when the gun is fired. The firing pin strikes the primer, causing a small flame to light the powder, something similar to striking a match. The powder burns, generating hot expanding gases. As the pressure increases, the bullet is forced down the barrel. As the powder continues to burn, the bullet speeds up, reaching velocities as much as 4,000 feet per second. That's the same as 2,700 miles per hour. Shot shells have 5 basic components: the case, the primer, the powder, the projectile, which is either shot or a rifled slug, and the wad. The case holds all the other components together. It is typically made with a metal base and plastic sleeve. The most common lengths are 2 3/4 inch and 3 inch. The primer and powder perform the same functions as in the cartridge described earlier. The group of pellets are called shot. The size of shot varies depending on the use. The larger the number identifying the shot, the smaller the pellets. Rifled slugs can be used in shotguns instead of shot. These one-piece projectiles are primarily used for deer hunting. The 5th component of the shot shell is the wad. The wad separates the powder from the shot and holds the shot together as it travels down the barrel. Without the seal provided by the wad, the hot gases generated by the burning powder would just blow through the shot. Gauge is the system of measurement used to identify shotgun bore sizes. It starts with 1 pound of lead. The lead is divided into equally sized balls, in this case 12. The diameter of one of the 12 balls is known as 12 gauge. If the 1 pound of lead is divided into 20 equally sized balls, the diameter of one of the 20 balls is known as 20 gauge. The only exception to this measurement system is for the .410 shotgun, which is .410 inches in diameter. In both the cartridge and shot shell, the primer was a small cap inserted into the center of the base of the cartridge or shot shell. This is known as a center fire priming system. All shot shells and most high-velocity ammunition are center fire. The other type of priming system is called rimfire. The name is derived from the fact that the priming material is spread around the rim of the case. The only common type of rimfire ammunition is in .22 caliber. Ignition occurs when the firing pin strikes the dents of the rim of the case. Rimfire cases cannot be reloaded. The box that the cartridges come in identify the caliber, the bullet weight, and the bullet construction. It is essential that the ammunition you select matches the stampings on the firearm you use. The base of the cartridge case is also stamped with the caliber. Note that some military ammunition is stamped with identification codes that aren't readily apparent as to what the caliber is. If in doubt, don't use it. The box that shot shells come in identify the gauge, the length, the powder charge, the shot weight, the shot size, and the shot type. As with cartridges, it is essential that the shot shell selected matches the stampings on the shotgun you use. The base of the shot shell case has the gauge stamped on it. Some manufacturers color code the shot shells according to gauge. Do not depend on the color coding to identify the gauge. There may be some additional labeling on the exterior wall identifying the length, powder weight, shot size, and shot material.